You've seen this today. We're going to have a little talk about monastic life during the Middle Ages. So, why did men and women join monasteries? They wanted to follow God's plan in their life, but they wanted to get away from the craziness of the world. There were all these vandals and different groups that were just passing through Europe, and they just wanted to have a little different life than that of the very active, very vain church. So in 529, St. Benedict established a monastery. Now that's not to say that Benedict was the first person to have a monastery, but his was probably the most famous, and he came up with the Benedictine rule. And the Benedictine rule basically says that everybody has to work, everybody has to study, everybody has to pray. So another facet of the church during medieval times was the missionaries. So missionaries began to convert Europe to Christianity. St. Patrick converted Ireland. Gregory sent missionaries to England. Barnabas converted Germany, and missionaries were sent to Slavic regions. Now, I wanted to talk about Patrick a little bit, and so I put this little picture of him. When he was a kid, he was actually kidnapped by the Irish, and his uncle Martin of Tours paid a ransom for him, and he was brought back to Europe. So then the Pope sends him, of all places, back to Ireland to convert them. And he teaches about the Trinity using the three-leaf clover. And he supposedly drove all the snakes out of Ireland. And it's true, there are no snakes in Ireland today, unless somebody has one as a pet. But he, if somebody kidnapped me, it would be really hard for Father Jerry to say, hey, Chuck, got kidnapped, but I'm going to send you back to the same place you were kidnapped from. So, Catholic influence. Probably the biggest influence is the Gregorian calendar, which we still use today, which has 365 days. It has a leap year every 4 years, that type of thing. And people believed back then that you had to get your sacraments and you had to do good deeds to go to heaven, and if you didn't, you went to hell. So our question today is, would you ever be a missionary? Why?